Hey guys, welcome to the movie. Today we're doing Fright Night, so let's jump into it. I'm excited. So what are my general thoughts on the movie? I'm doing it's a classic. I think it's 80s when it came out, maybe 90s, but I think 80s horror movie. So let's jump into it. What it's about? It's about this kid who has a girlfriend. Obviously has a girlfriend, and it starts with them in the room, and then he sees something over at the neighbors. Like, oh, the neighbors, somebody who's on the neighbors, and he kind of like, stuff happens, and it's like, oh, you're annoying me and stuff, and then they get into a little thing, and then, he finds out there's some new neighbors, and he thinks there's something going on with them, and he finds out that they are, because it's not really, I'm not gonna say this, I don't think this counts as spoilers, because it's kind of, if you ask me what the premise of the movie is, I would have to say this, so I think it doesn't count as, like, I'm counting as premise of the movie. His neighbors are vampires. The new neighbors are moving on vampires in the spooky house. And yeah, it is kind of like a spooky, I'm like, that seems like a spooky house. Like a haunted kind of house vibe to it. I'm like, yeah. It doesn't look like your regular house. It looks like there's a couple scenes when they show the house. It's like, there's fog and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's a spooky house. So yeah. But obviously he has to stop these guys because they're vampires. The two guys who live at the house. And he has to stop the vampires and And yeah, that's basically it. His friends don't believe him. And then this guy has to go, and to eventually get them to he tries to get his friends to help and everything, but they go and talk to this guy who does stuff on TV, who is like does a late night thing where he talks about vampires and scary stuff. He has a thing on TV, and they go to try to get him. He tries to go to him, and then they try to go to him and everything. It's like, yeah, and eventually he helps stuff, and then eventually he cries, and then eventually he does help and stuff. It's great. It has some good a lot of great moments. It's very great. I enjoyed Fright Night. It's really good. I don't want to say any more without spoiling it, so that's gonna leave it. Some people find vampires. That's basically the gist of it. And it's great. It is great. I like it. It's fun. Yeah. And you guys, first of all, let's jump into my rating. What do I rate this? This last one, I want to give this, like, this is great, but it's either an 8 or a 9. It's like, it's just good. Like, I like it, but I'm like, do I like it enough to be a 9? Or is it an 8? Because this is a movie I'm like, I kind of want to, I also think about how quickly would I watch it again. If it's really quick, then usually that means the rating goes up. If I'm like, it's a good movie, but maybe I wouldn't watch it again, usually make it a low movie, I think I might have to give it a 9. Another 9. I don't know why. I'm getting a lot of good, I'm just seeing a lot of movies I really enjoyed lately, so yeah. But what you guys think of Fright Night? Let me know if you've seen it. Let me know in the comments down below. Let's talk about it. You guys can always stay epic. I'll see you in the next movie, you guys. Bye.